Think career resilience, not job security. Think of future fitness, according to this recent article from Singapore. Back in the past, employees are motivated to work hard because they know there's a potential of big bonuses and big increments in their future if they work hard. And of course, those who love to climb the corporate ladder, there's always a promise of career advancement, which of course, higher pay comes along with it. However now, good performance is not job security. The worry for employees now is that stellar performance and consistent skills upgrading promise no such security. The mantra ingrained in many of us, work hard, get ahead, offers no guarantees. Hi, my name is Fran, one half of the Corporate Breakout Couple, and I was a former headhunter in Singapore. And today we're going to break open this article which we think is BS. So why is it BS? Well, stay tuned to find out. Before that, please like this video, share with your friends, and subscribe to our YouTube channel. Last year in 2023 in Singapore, over 260,000 tech jobs were cut. And guess what? In 2024 so far, already more than 50,000 tech workers have been laid off. The latest company to slash a headcount is actually Shopback, which is a Temasek-backed online company. Not long ago, such massive layoffs for an extended period of time would have been an anomaly. However, it dawns that this could actually become the norm even for professionals at the top of their game. This means that if you're a top performer year on year, it actually means nothing amidst retrenchments because strategic business decisions are out of any individual control except if you're the boss. According to this article, career resilience is about the employee. What's the point of upskilling if we can't prevent our retrenchment? For one, it's about the worker, not the job. And there are always two responses to change. Resign oneself as a passive pawn or build resilience and bounce back. Instead of focusing on desperately saving legacy jobs, we can direct our energy into building future-fit agility across roles and industries. According to this article, they want you to think of future fitness as embracing change confidently, ensuring one is strategically prepared to thrive in disruption and uncertainty, not just surviving to protect jobs. Being adaptable and continuously picking up new skills is one way to do this. So this is where we call BS, alright? So now what they're saying is that upskilling yourself for a role or a job is no longer enough. This article is actually saying that now you have to be adaptable and skillful enough to pick up new skills across roles and industries. So basically being a jack of all trades. Man, you know, when I read this article, I'm like, oh my goodness, if you're in your 30s and 40s, not only now do you need to upskill yourself, but you also have to upskill and learn about new roles, new job functions across industries, across all other departments. How is that possible? One thing that the article fails to actually address is that even though you have managed to upskill yourself across roles and industries, at the end of the day, you're still an employee, which means that you have zero control over your paycheck, over your livelihood. The one that holds the ultimate control is still the organization. Doesn't matter which industry, it doesn't matter which role.
Here's where I come in. Strategic organizational changes doesn't take into account how good individual performances are. When a company undergoes major reorg, whole departments are closed down and it's nothing to do with the individual. And usually these are during bad times when a company has to stay lean, do a lot of cost cutting and shave down manpower. It doesn't make sense as a top performer in your particular role and industry for you to pick up new skills in a different role, in a different industry, so that you can have it as a backup plan in case your company goes through retrenchment and future-proof your career. That doesn't make sense at all. Right now, the business landscape and outlook is uncertain and highly volatile. Companies are cost-cutting because the cost of borrowing is very high, interest rates are high, therefore they are trying to stay lean and be able to pivot in a very uncertain environment. What chance do you have if your entire department closes down? And what chance do you have if you're looking for a job in a different role, in a different industry, when you have no experience and you're comparing yourself to potential candidates who have been in the industry longer than you have? Here's what we suggest. If you're going to take time and energy outside of your current work to pick up a new skill, you might as well pick up a skill that contributes back to you 100% rather than benefiting some other company in another industry. Let me share with you an example. Let's say you learn how to trade options. So you take a couple of weeks to pick up an option course to learn about it. Then you commit 1 hour every weekday, which is 5 hours a week, to being at the trading desk to learn how to pick your trades and get into action. Because when you trade options, stocks are the underlying securities, which means you get to learn about companies, you get to learn about businesses, and therefore economics, and all this knowledge will serve you in the long run. If you're able to stay consistent and be at your trading desk for the next 2 to 3 years, going through all the ups and downs, losing a bit of money to the market, you will definitely become a better options trader as well as being a stock investor too. Another example I can provide you is to build up a skill-based side hustle. If you are really willing to commit time and energy in building a new skill, might as well build a skill that will serve you in the long run, that every single profit will go back to you. For example, being a content creator or a copywriter are two fantastic skills that you can build for the long run. And guess what? When the time comes where you're good enough at your side hustle, or you're good enough in your investing skills, where the money you bring in is more than your salary, congratulations, you're financially free and you can officially retire from your job. If you've been following Fran and my story, you know that both of us have 17 and 15 years of corporate experience accordingly, and we broke out of the rat race and were financially independent at the age of 40 in 2020. The reason why I'm bringing that up is because the advice that we're sharing with you earlier is exactly what we did that got us out of the rat race, building new skills, whether it's in terms of investing, whether it's building different kind of side hustles that got us 8 sources of income by 2020 and got us early retired. Which is why we actually disagree with this article, because whatever it suggests is still keeping you in the rat race and under corporate employment under somebody else's control. And we would like to share with you that besides the corporate path, there are other paths that can offer you opportunities, excitement, and freedom.
The article ended by saying that trading water will only keep us afloat for so long. Yes, that is very true. Do you know what's also true? If you float on your back, you can actually stay afloat indefinitely, and that's what passive income can do for you. If you rely only on your 2 legs and arms to tread water, eventually you get tired out and then you lose energy, and that is what trading time for money is all about. As an employee, you're literally trading time for money and your time is limited. When you float on your back, you're actually using buoyancy to keep you afloat, which means that it is not through your own efforts. Passive income basically means that you actually get income not by exchanging time for money, but by efforts that you had already put in before. We'd like to encourage you to seriously think about creating different avenues of income so that you don't have to rely solely on your one and only job. Let's face it guys, it is now 2024 and things are changing so rapidly fast that you cannot rely and all go back to your old ways of thinking anymore. That's it from us, the Corporate Breakout Couple. Please like, share this video and subscribe to our YouTube channel, and we'll see you guys in the next video. Bye bye!